And to discuss local efforts supporting Ukraine, we are joined by Volodymyr Schnitzar, an organizer of today's Stand with Ukraine rally in Balboa Park. Volodymyr, we talked last night. It's good to talk with you again today.
Hi, Matt. Nice to meet you again.
So yesterday we talked a little bit about your friends and family there in Ukraine. I just want to get an update. Have you heard anything from them after another day of attacks coming from Russia?
Yes, we are actually speaking pretty often, and we're checking the local news in there. And if we read anything, we'll just go back to them. We'll call them. We'll talk about, discuss what's happening. And multiple times a day, we are trying to keep connected.
It's great to hear. I'm glad that you're able to stay in contact with them. Obviously, you're so far away back here in San Diego, but we've been seeing just the outpouring of support from this community. What does that mean to you personally to see everyone out there standing shoulder to shoulder with you guys?
I think we all kind of like organized and got together in the face of the danger that we're seeing to our country. We want to contribute. We want to help somehow to our country. We print those posters in which we are trying to deliver the message to other Americans and show what we actually need and what we need to support our country.
Do you feel like you guys being out there as well is sort of a showing of strength that maybe the entire world can kind of rally around, including those that are in Russia?
Yes, I mean, Russians are banned. Russian people who are in here, they have some access to the information. All other Russians in Russia are blocked. They don't have an access to the news unless they will do some effort to do so. Otherwise, some of them didn't even know the war started. That's a truth fact. What we want to do in here, we want to talk to our politics, and we want to say that they are doing something, and we're really thankful for that. Like the military support you just mentioned, it's a big deal for Ukraine. But we also want to say that it's not enough.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we talked a little bit yesterday about the sanctions that have been put forward. We heard today that many of the banks there in Russia are going to be pulled off of SWIFT. I mean, do you see that as moving in the right direction, but again, it just isn't enough for Ukraine?
Yes, it's not enough. Those sanctions supposed to be implemented like in 2014 when they took Crimea. And when Putin didn't see the strong reaction on that action, he just started doing more. And that is the fact that those sanctions are a little bit deprecated, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, back here at home, certainly everyone is trying to find ways to help and contribute to this. What are some ways that people can get involved outside of just going out to these rallies and vigils that have been taking place?
Sure. We, as a Ukrainian Americans, we have a right? We can talk to our congressmen. We can also talk to our representatives. And this is the movement that actually is happening right now. And some of the Congress people already started doing that and started talking to Biden. And also, I think that the more people will sign the petition and send it over, the best and faster result we'll see.
Absolutely, and we have a few different links up on the screen right now for places where people can donate to the humanitarian aid. We know that is critical at this moment as the situation evolves there in Ukraine. And we're also getting this chance to hear about these inspiring tales of bravery coming out of your country. Does that give you hope that perhaps this resistance can stand and fend off this fierce attack from Russia?
Yes, and let me tell you one story. So I have a cousin. He's 1 year older than me. We grew up together and we were really close. In the summertime, I went to his place and we've been spending the whole summer together, right? So, and then all of a sudden when the war started, he'd been mobilized and he started serving in the army. And of course, during those days, you would really be nerving about everything. And I didn't want to bother him because the one time I called him, he told me, I'll call you back later because I'm preparing getting some clothes because I'm going there. And then I texted him and I said, how are you there? And you know what kind of danger he's facing right now. And the question I'm asking him, because I've been afraid for him and for his life. And he said, I'm good so far. And then a few seconds later, he texted me back, how are you there? And I didn't know what to answer because I'm here in the US. So you can imagine the level of his bravery, the level of his support to country, that he's facing actually real danger. And he's asking me, how are you there? And at that point, he's actually standing at one of the checkpoints, and he's going to be facing those soldiers that are coming. And what I understand that my checkpoint is here, and I can do something in here at my checkpoint. Whatever. If I will even print the poster and show that poster, that poster will change somebody's mind, and then some of the actions will start happening after. And what we really need, we need that U.S. send troops to Ukraine.
Volodymyr, absolutely. Everything you just said is so spot on. You have work to do here in the United States in support of Ukraine. We are going to support you guys in every way we can. And thanks so much for jumping on with us so late. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thanks.
I mean, his words, I don't know about you, for me specifically, brought tears to my eyes.
Yeah.
That his checkpoint is here at home, doing what he can, and knowing that his cousin, who is in real danger, grave danger potentially, was worried about him. I mean, just shows the strength and beauty of these people.
And again, I think it is, in a moment of crisis like this, many people, you might think you're too far away to do something. That's certainly not true. You can always do something, and they're certainly doing what they can.
Absolutely incredible. Wow.